Koenig Arius Generation 4, year 2019, production Arius knife. Look at this gorgeous, beautiful looking knife. It just screams made in USA. Holy grail of a knife for many collectors or EDC users. Very popular knife. And let's review this gorgeous looking tool. Overall specs, we have an open length of 8.5 inches, 21.6 centimeters. Close length 4.87 inches, 12.4 centimeters, with a 3.5 inch 9 centimeter blade. Blade thickness 0.15 inches, 3.8 millimeters thick. It's got a M390 drop point blade with a hollow grind and black finish. We've got a titanium bronze handles, and it runs on bearings. Locking mechanism is frame lock. Knife opens with a flipper. However, it's also possible to open knife in a spider claw opening fashion. Overall weight on this beautiful knife, we've got 6 ounces, 170 grams. What I can say about this knife, the first thing is, minute you hold it in your hand, you basically fall in love with it. You understand why people like this knife. And what's so unique is that all the shapes, all the details, you look at it, I think this knife was carefully designed and made for a comfortable carry. It just sits so well in your hand. When you press your finger, everything just works. Every little aspect, every detail, the linear hold, everything is just perfect. True art, superb attention to detail, and just a perfect workmanship. Made in USA. It's a perfect knife in every sense. The second you hold it, you fall in love. It's very close, comes to the size. I would say it's pretty much the same size as Rick Hinderer XM18. There is not really much difference between them in terms of size. What I also like about Koenig is that you get an amazing warranty from a manufacturer, even though I don't think you will ever need to use a warranty on this knife, but you got a perfect team backing this up, and they'll make sure that your knife works. It's perfect in every sense, and generally I love this knife. Any cons, room for improvement? Of course, you can always find and pick little things. Like, for example, on the Generation 6 Hinderer with a three-way pivot system, you could replace ball bearings with washers. I would really love to see Koenig on washers. Washers, for me, I think it's much more hard use, easier to clean. The dust particles always get into bearings. At least once a month, once every other month, you do need to take this knife apart and clean it, which is not a problem. It's a very quick, very easy clean. Versus the washers, when knife runs on washers, cleaning is even much easier. You can use compressed air. You can use basically make it run through hot water and then airbrush it or air dry it, giving it kind of a dishwasher effect. So I would like to see and feel this knife, the action, if it ran on two phosphorus bronze washers just like hinderers do. Another improvement or a suggestion, I would really like to see this knife with a 4-inch blade. Most of my knives and whatever I like to carry, it's pretty much within 4-inch. Some could be at 4.5. Sometimes I do carry 5-inch blades where I legally can. I would say for me 3.5 is a bare minimum. There is a certain advantage of having a blade length at certain points, so you can do a lot of work, a lot of different types of tasks you could perform at ease, and with longer blade you can do most of the tasks or all of the tasks with smaller size blades, but not vice versa. uh, Overall, I'd give this knife easily. This knife does deserve 10 out of 10 points. It's an A plus knife. It's a knife that minute you open, you fall in love with it. It's so beautiful. Just look at it. It's so gorgeous. And the second you hold it, it was made in USA. It was built, overbuilt proudly, and that's why I love American-made knife. The second you touch it, second you feel it, you have a best tool, best multi-tool in your hand, and it will never deceive you, it will never break on you, it will always be a loyal friend to you and always work the way it's supposed to. Koenig Arius A plus knife.